It's your friend Vanessa, and welcome to the Manicures Gossip Podcast, a podcast where we talk about the deepest conversations that happens at the nail table. If you're a content creator who also struggles with imposter syndrome, hating your voice, not knowing how to use a software to edit, this episode is for you because in today's episodes, my guest, she's a content creator who she's gonna be sharing with us all her experience and everything she went through to become a successful YouTuber. I won't hold you too long in here. Do you want to join us on the nail appointment? Thank you so much, love, for coming to me for our monthly date.
Yes.
I'm so excited for every time I see your name in my agenda.
Stop it. I mean, like, my name is Happiness, so it already makes you happy regardless. So.
Exactly. There is a little happy time. And I'm delighted that I have you today because I get you to talk about one of the biggest taboos in between creators, like all the mistakes, all the, the hard moments we have to go through as a creators and all the up and downs. So you're here to share a little bit of your experience and your advice, which are so helpful, by the way. And so do you wanna maybe say hi to everyone?
So, hi, you. My name is Happiness. Yes, that's a real name.
Yeah, it is a real name, guys. Yeah.
I think I don't call myself a creative, which is bad because I am. But I don't call myself a creative because of maybe imposter syndrome, or I feel like I haven't gotten the numbers yet for me to be a creative, which it's not true. But I've been creating on YouTube since 2022. That's when I launched my first ever video. But before then, I used to practice way, like 3-4 years before me posted my first video. I used to practice. Like, I've been on YouTube since 2016.
Wow.
That's when I started watching YouTube videos. Yeah, since 2016 or 2015. So I've been a YouTube fan. And I used to say, oh, one day I also own a channel and all of that. So when I moved to Ireland 5 years ago, I started my channel, which has been very good. And then I stopped.
No.
Yes.
Why?
Adulthood started happening to me. And creating felt like, oh, that is not what I need to do now. I have to put my head in the game, look for a job. Like, I was juggling school and then working part-time. And actually, weirdly, that was when I created the most. It was when I was in school and juggling, that's when I created the most. The minute I finished school, like I graduated and went into the wild world and the goose of looking for a job and trying to get visa and all of that, I just lost the touch of picking up my camera and talking.
I say a lot of people as well the fact that once we get graduated, we kind of box ourselves in one thing.
Yeah.
Like now you are a lawyer or now you are an accountant. Why would you be creating podcasts? What are you doing something different that is doesn't has anything to do with your title? So I say the fact that we put ourselves into one box and we don't allow ourselves to be any other thing because society doesn't allow that. You cannot be a super mom and be a TikTok shop because that's no society doesn't approve that. Or why would you be a graduator and be posted on YouTube? You should be looking for a stable job instead.
And I think I fell into that. But I would say something. I feel like majority of these things also is our mind. Yes, the society has conditioned us to think that way, but also it's because we allowed it. Because as much as what you're saying, there are also many people who are creative and still looking for a job.
Yeah.
Who even gets a job and they still create. Some people at the end of the day leave their job to be full-time creators, but some people keep a stable job and also just create because they like to create. They don't want to lose stability of what a job gives. So I think like it's also a mindset thing because when I was in my phase of looking for a job, it was my mind conditioning me and saying you can't be creating when it's not paying you and you don't have a job yet.
Exactly.
So it's a mindset shift. So it's even the mind, not even just only society. Is me putting that on myself and be like, why are you creating and you're not even getting paid? So I left the part where I needed to think this is exciting for me. So this needs to be paying me. If it's not paying me, I can't do it. And everything doesn't have to pay. Yes, it will get to a point where if you're good with it, serious with it, the money will come. Money follows value, right?
Exactly.
So, but I left that part to, okay, no, I need to face something, which it's okay still. I have phases in life where, okay, at this phase, I want to focus on getting this, but try to go back. And I think that's my struggle now that I haven't gone back fully. So I posted once. Like last year, I posted only 3 times because life was still doing its thing. So I'm not fully healed from what life was doing. And I'm like, I can't be it's creating. I can't just do if I'm not in the mental space to create. So
yeah, because you have to allow yourself to
flow,
process
yes,
and to let the things come to you. When you said like coming back to the full creator, it's so much harder once you start and then you stop. So
yes.
people would never understand why are you doing the things you're doing first of all. They would never understand when you turn over either. So they're always going to ask you, why are you stopping? Or they will ask you, why are you doing first? Then they will ask you, why are you stopping? And then when you decided to start something new, to do something different, they will ask saying, why are you doing it? So people will always be like asking you why. So until you don't really find your why are you doing this, there's no sense. It's not gonna click for you. It's not. It's
like
not.
I forgot my why, and for one whole like since 2024 till now, I have been asking, why am I doing what I'm doing? Like I don't at the point I didn't even know my why anymore because I was just creating because I loved it. Like I finally get to post my own little share on YouTube and people seeing me and everything. I'm like, I lost it. And it's like, why? Why? And then I'm asking myself, why? And I haven't even found the answer. But one thing that I know is, okay, why I ever started was because I loved creating. And being a creative teaches you more for you than even people watching your videos. Because as a creator, you are your own, for lack of better word, agency, because you are editing your videos yourself, learning to press record, learning to know when to stop. You will know how to use your words well. It teaches you fluency, so you can speak. You would learn how to speak fluently to an audience because your videos can be shown to different people.
Exactly.
And like you don't know the power of the internet. You don't know who is watching, right? So the fact that I started learning how to edit, I didn't know anything. Like I learned how to be a YouTuber on YouTube.
But that's the best way of doing it, because I said this the other day when I started. I wanted to do podcasting. I bought the microphone a year before, but I never started. Never started.
The minute you start buying,
I wanted to do the course. I wanted to do the course first to learn how to edit. I wanted to get enrolled in these speaking lessons. So I can manipulate how to speak it. I can speak it properly. So that was my mindset. But then one day I was like, but I just need myself to start a podcast.
Yes.
I just need to sit down and actually try and see if it's something that I like, first of all, before even making a purchase of a microphone.
Yes.
But then for me, it was like, no, just sit down and hit play.
Mhm.
And since I started,
it becomes breeze from them.
Exactly. And
The
it's the
power of
best thing.
doing is by doing.
Exactly.
You don't do by talking.
No.
You do by doing. If you want to learn how to cook, you learn how to cook by cooking. You don't, and that's the thing that I keep telling myself. Like someone that is so dear to me always tells me that you create by creating. You don't create by thinking about it. And he keeps saying, happiness, you have a lot of knowledge. Like there are lots of things that you know and have. You don't need to learn more. All you need to do is just practice the things that you've learned and practice it enough that you master it. And that's how it was through practice. I knew how to edit.
Oh.
And I can, like now when I'm watching movies, maybe I'm in a cinema, I know the kind of shots that were taken. And for the life of me, I would have never been in that space if I did not just do what I needed to do, which is learning. You learn, and when they really say practice makes perfect, it's the truth.
It is.
Because now I know what a overhead shot is. I know what a medium shot is. Like I'm using those cinematic lingua, like languages that, and I'm like, who are you? What do you mean? No, do it like this. Do a overhead shot. Do a. Who is this?
I hear you.
It's just amazing.
And it is sometimes like we are putting the shade on ourselves. Like we are putting the shades that we can't do this, we can't do that, because we put the barriers. We hold ourselves back, and we became the worst enemy, our worst. Exactly, as you said, your imposter syndrome. That's something that everyone fights.
Yes.
Everyone who creates content fight with it.
Like I cringe to my own voice.
Exactly.
I don't want to hear my voice. Like once I post something, if someone is watching something close to me, I'm like, can you please stop? Let me go. Then I don't want to hear my voice.
I don't either. And that's the beauty about like editing your own work, because you get to learn about yourself. Like I've learned about myself that I am this bubbly person. I am this very loud person that wanna talk. I was very chatty, and this is who I am. And I've only acknowledged that through watching and editing my own podcast. I was like, okay, this is the way how I talk actually. Like, I'm okay with it. And now I'm over it. I can listen my voice. I know
I want
it's loud. It's fine.
I want to be where you are. I'm not there, and I have been creating since 2022, and I still am not here where you are. So I am proud of you.
Okay.
For being here, and you just even started creating, because till now, I honestly can't listen to my voice. It is weird.
And you know what? That's gonna take me to give me that time. I wanted to ask you, what do you think were like the most difficult barriers that you have to overcome? Like when you started to like content creation and everything, what was like your worst? What was the worst speech that your imposter syndrome was given to you? Because I say it's the speech, it's a whole speech.
Yeah, that I'm not good enough to enter that space. I'm not creative enough to enter that space. Because I would naturally say I'm a boring person. Because I'm an introvert. I don't go out much. I don't even go out at all. I don't I like my own space. But then when I go out, I have fun. But then I'm more indoors. I call myself an introvert who loves to travel, because I love to travel, right? So when I wanted to enter that space, I'm like, I'm not like the other YouTubers. I'm not like the other creators that are all just bubbly. I'm not a natural bubbly person. I'm such an intro. I'm a slow creator. So I'm not a fast creator where I'm doing my speech was, I don't think people will like you. I mean, like, who do you even want to create for? You don't even like yourself. Like, you don't like your voice. You don't think that you are worth this space. And you don't have anything to offer. Really, who wants to listen to you? What advice do you want to give? You're too young. All of those things were in my mind. And I just, one day at 11:30 p.m., I picked up my phone, put it on a tripod that my friend bought for me because he believed in me so much that, because I think you should actually start creating content. And it was one that bought me my first tripod.
Oh.
Put it up. And at 11:38 p.m., I recorded my first video in March 2022. And I did not post that video till May 2022 as my birthday gift. I'm like, you know what? I don't care. I'm just going to hit record and I'm going to hit publish. And I published my first video in 2022. And since then, I have created 45 videos. Now, it's not much, but at least I created. I'm going back.
It's your thing. It's your creation. That's your message. That's what is gonna be here when you're not here.
Exactly.
And it doesn't have to
diary.
make sense.
It's a digital diary.
Exactly. And when the message doesn't have to make sense now, it might make sense for someone else in the future. Who knows that listen to the
I met someone 2 years ago. It's weird because when people recognize me, I'm like, huh? You know me? And then I met 3 people. One was at the airport and he's like, are you not Happiness? I said, yeah. So it was because of you actually came to this country. You shared a lot about Ireland and I started looking into it and here I am. I said, are you sure it's me? There's another person that creates videos. And I called the other creator's name. And they said, no,
it's you.
It's you. You used to have the short hair because I used to cut my hair. Like, you used to have the short hair. And he told me what I was wearing in one of my videos. That's how much I know he listens to it. And
he pay attention to your clothes.
Yes. I was so shocked. Like, I felt like, when people see you, they are the ones that are starstruck. Me, I was the one starstruck.
You're like, yes, it's me.
It wasn't a yes, it's me. It's rather like, no, I can't believe this. You can't know me. It was a weird thing. Like, I was saying, you can't know me. How do you know me? You can't know. And he said, I don't understand. You have a YouTube channel. And he said, yes, but how do you? I kept asking him, how do you know? It was weird. And then the other person, I was in the Lewis, and he said, I'm sorry, you look like one of the YouTubers I know, and I've followed that video so much. I'm from one of the francophone country, like not even Nigerian. And he said it was because of you, I and my sister were here in Ireland because of the hope that you gave that we can come to this country and make something out of ourselves and don't be embarrassed.
Wait a sec. Yeah.
I had to record it. Like, when he was talking, I'm like, can I record this? And just for me to listen whenever I go to that dark place of not creating that. Whatever you think is not working, people are finding value out of it. And like, that's whenever my imposter self starts happening, that's what I listen to go back and just hear. I've had, like, these are just people I've met, but people that have sent me messages. And sometimes they're like, oh my God, I didn't know you would respond. Why won't I respond to you? I'm just a human being. I'm a small creator. Like, well, I don't see myself as a big deal. And I really don't want to. Yes, there's a space to see myself as a big deal. For I don't want to get to that point where I'm too big. Like, I like where I am because it always shocks me that people know me.
I love that. I really love that for you, that people can recognize you through your art.
Yes,
through your art. It's the same when I get like a bunch of girls from the same workplace and they're like, you went to Vanessa, right? They can recognize my job.
Oh, love it.
In between hands, because they're like, I know that's her finisher. I know that's how she does
Oh,
it.
those are details. Those are
Exactly.
details.
And that's what it shows you, like, okay, that's how people can recognize my art in a sea of everything in
Like,
mass
imagine me
production.
coming over an hour here. No, it's not because there are no other nail tech in my area. It's just she does a good job that I don't even think I have met someone that match up.
Oh,
Just,
no,
like
you're
someone was
making
asking me today,
fun.
and he was saying, my man was saying, "Ah, why can't you find somebody around that can do your nails?" I'm like, but it's Vanessa. She does a good job, and like all the other reviews that I'm seeing are not good enough. Like, I don't want to go somewhere and I'm regretting. Like, I mean, I have conditioned my mind to say it's just once a month, and I make it my date with her. So in my head, it's not that bad. It's not that bad going all the way to Dublin to get my meals. Like, I mean, I don't live 4 hours away, so that's cool.
And that's the magic when you're an artist and you get to connect with people.
Yes.
Because that's what you get to do.
Yes.
When you connect with people and people can resonate with what you do.
Yes.
When people can resonate with your story.
Yes.
And that's why I find the motivation to actually start this podcast in the first place. Because I wanted to share what are the real conversations we're having here at the nail table. I wanted to show people, like, here, look, this is the real gossip that is going on.
That's true.
This is the we are actually talking about impactful things.
Yeah.
We're actually having conversations that change life. We're building relationships.
Yeah. Like, if it was not just that conversation that we had about your YouTube, and then I helped you set it up where you were posting, and then it's made for kids. I'm like,
Exactly.
people won't see this.
Exactly.
If it wasn't just that, imagine.
Like those little, like, advice that you get that might be just like, oh, it's just a silly advice that you know it, but because you are an expert on that thing, you won't think that people will appreciate it.
Yes.
But from the other side, from their student side, it's always so hard because we're not there yet.
Yeah, that's
We
true.
haven't gone through the whole way through we haven't swim to that sea yet.
Yes.
So we don't know what is in there. And for some people who has been there, it's so easy to normalize and say, like, oh, this is nothing. But it's because you went through the whole journey.
Yes.
And you survived, and now you got the experience.
Yeah.
So I think that's the focus, and that's the point of creating content.
Yes.
Is to tell your story.
Yes.
So people can resonate with it.
Yes.
They can look what you've done it. Either, or they get inspired to copy what you've done it, or they get inspired to not do what you've done it.
And I also think, like, the biggest of content creation is you. You are your audience first. Why I say that is because content creation is also a place where you put your art, yes, for the people at the end of the day to benefit from the wealth of either your knowledge or expertise, whatever. Well, you become a better person because you would speak better. You would articulate in more ways than maybe 2 years ago. And then you can go back and see your growth.
Exactly.
That is very important. That's true. Imagine if you had not documented that part of your life. Like, I go back to watch some of my videos and I'm like, oh my God, when I was in school, oh, when I was going through a lot, oh, when this happened, oh, when I was writing exams, like, I have a visual document and I can relive the moment again. So first, content creation, yes, is for the people that you're trying to impact or entertain, whatever field you fall into. But first is actually even for you. Because if you then eventually start a business, through that you can share your business to someone who would potentially be your customer, your investor, things like that. It's content. I see content creation also as a vehicle to where you want to be in like 5-10 years from now. So building that audience first with your people and community. Yeah.
I've heard someone says today something very beautiful. Says like, you have to have a life offline more beautiful than the in line. Am I
That's what they
getting
say,
it?
clock it.
Yeah.
Clock it. Yes, yes. Because actually it is from your offline life that you pour. It's like it's not even an online life. There's nothing like that. There's nothing like off it. You have a life. Offline. It is true there. You share
Yeah.
with people online. It's not that you have an online life and an offline life. Your offline life should be a life that you're living fully and well enough so that when you come online, you are not being a different person than who you are. You're just sharing a part of who you are to the other part of the world.
Exactly.
But when you turn that off, you're not a different person.
No.
Like you are who you are, you're sharing who you are with people that can resonate with you. So have a full life so that when you come online, you don't have to fake it. You see that fake it till you make it. You don't have to do that.
No.
You just share. That's the law of authenticity. You just share how authentic you are, and your people will find you.
Yeah, it's like if your life is happy offline, then it's gonna be reflected in line.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
if you already have a nice, like balanced life outside, if your circle is good, that's why I keep saying like, if you don't have the skills, you don't have to have all the skills that
That's
you
true.
need. Get surrounded by people who have those
Yeah.
skills, because you don't have to know everything about editing. But talk about it with your friends. They might help you with
Someone
something.
might know something. Somebody they might not even know. They might know someone that knows something, and it's just a ripple effect. And that's what they say: sharing makes the problem half solved. But it
Exactly.
depends on who you're sharing to.
Yeah, you needed to know how you're sharing. And that's why you have to filter your circle.
Yes.
You have to filter your circle.
Yes.
Because you're the one who decide who you're surrounded with.
That's true.
I always say you never change the flower. You always change the soil. So you're the flower, darling. You're the flower. Change your soil. If you're not flowing, if you're not
Change your audience.
change your audience, change your soil, change your surrender, change your habits.
Yeah.
And then you by default you're gonna change, you're gonna blow. Because when everything is aligning, when everything is just flowing how it should be, nothing is gonna be blocked.
Yes.
Nothing is gonna block. And it's just how the universe works. You just let things happen. Just
That's
let
true.
them go.
That's
Just
true.
let them come if they have to.
Yeah, that's true. That's very correct. I have a motto in life that I live by. Try something once. Only then you know whether or not you like it.
Yeah. Me and Rosanna, we made a promise today. We let Bar, right, that we're gonna try everything before we say we don't like it, right? Big mistake. That has led me to eat insects. To actually eat insects in Thailand.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that one, I don't know if I'm going to try. I think it's in context. I'm going to put my try something once in context. No, I'm not going to say that.
See?
Okay, I take that back. Try something once in context
Exactly.
of what you want to try. Because only by looking at the insect, I'm not going to eat it. That is a no-no. So
I had to eat
because you're already living by your mantra.
it. Yeah, I had to.
No, I'm not doing that.
And I want to give you another question about regarding to like content creator. Like, what do you think? Like now you're there. Like now you're facing all the struggles, like all the drama, the imposter syndrome. You're there, and you keep talking about this coming back to it.
Yeah.
Do you want to unpack that? How it feels that for you, like how hard, why do you feel you find it so hard to come back?
So you said something that when you leave, when you quit, it's easy to quit. So when you quit something, it's hard to come back because first procrastination. So you keep procrastinating. The thing, not even just creator, the thing in life is when you don't do something consistently, and the minute you let go, and you keep letting go, and you keep letting go. It's like the easiest example I would use is the gym. I'm a gym girl. I go to the gym a lot.
Okay.
It's part of my life.
Okay.
I strength train, I weight lift, all of those things. I count my calories, X, Y, Z, right? Before I started doing calorie deficits, I used to be like, oh, it's very hard, I can't do it, and blah, 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 whatever. Then I started, and I saw years into it, it's actually now easy for me to count calories because I'm doing it consistently. When I started going to the gym and then I stopped, procrastination started coming in. You're going to do it later. You're just tired. Your head is not just there. Your body doesn't. And then I start eating rubbish. And I start adding. And I'm looking at myself in the mirror. And I know I can change it. But I keep saying, you're just tired today. You're ovulating. You're on your period. 1 year.
Yeah.
And then eventually you go back to the gym. What happened? The 5 kg you normally could lift, you can't lift it anymore.
No.
Why? Because the muscle memory you should have grown all of these years by just putting repetition.
Exactly.
Makes it easy. So putting that one step forward and one step forward makes you better. But because you've left it for so long and you're like, going back becomes hard. And that's what I'm struggling with in content creation, because I have left YouTube for a year. Now, I think the good part for me is I left YouTube by creating, but I did not leave YouTube as a platform. So I still go there to watch videos, watch other people create and get inspired by it. Now, I'm now being too knowledgeable, which is not good because I need to now be practical. Because I have so much knowledge, but I am not using it to create. And I keep holding myself saying, you'd edit next week. Don't worry. You have work. You would. And I haven't, it's been, I posted last year, maybe March or June, one of them. And it's been 1 year. And I have been doing, you're going through a lot. You're doing this. Then I got into the vanity metrics. What that means is I started looking at my numbers. Oh, I'm putting a lot of videos, but it's not adding up. I haven't blown, I haven't gone viral. And I started chasing trends. I need to be like this creator. They create fast pace and then they're getting a lot of views. Mine is not getting. I started falling into that trap. And that made me even stop creating more because I'm like, if I'm not creating what is bringing in the numbers, then I'm not doing a good job.
Right.
So now, why I am saying I'm going back is that first I have slowly let go of the vanity metrics that I'm trying to follow, which is I'm trying not to care so much about the numbers. I'm trying to actually care so much about putting in the work. And the work is my creativity.
Yes.
If you create well enough and long enough, the algorithm, one way or the other, will find you.
It will.
You will find your people, and it would have taught you so much to be authentically you. Not someone else. Not another version of another creator. Now you can see things that inspire you and put it in your videos. But when you stop chasing what's the next trend happening, and just say, you know what, I want to create for me, but in an impactful way, whether it is entertainment, whatever you fall into. And that's where I am now in my head mentally. First is happiness. Stop trying to chase the numbers. Those are things outside your control.
No.
What you can control is what you can create.
What you can deliver.
The outcome.
Your message.
Exactly. The outcome of what they have already does. It shouldn't concern you. It's your inputs that concerns you. The process. how you're creating. Like when I sit down and I have that creative flow and I'm editing, my God, it feels like I'm in another world. Like once I start editing and I'm seeing how I want to put this cut, and like I'm so in tune with sound design. So when I start listening, I'm like, no, this music wouldn't, this wouldn't fit. Okay, we're doing the sound. Like it feels like and that is what you should love. The process. So yeah, but anyway, in all of this, I haven't gone back, but you'll see my video soon.
I can't wait.
But yeah, so far that has been my creator journey. It's not been easy because the first problem will always be you. Because you get sucked into what everyone is doing and you want to be like everyone. That's one of so it is a you problem first. The minute you start fixing that problem and start getting comfortable in what you create and believe it enough that okay, what you create is valuable, except it's not, and then you can always go back to the board and change things, like change what you want to create, but you have to believe in it. You have to do whatever you're creating, it has to be something that you are passionate about.
Exactly.
Or willing to be passionate about, because you can start something and then at the end of the day you would fall in love with it. It might not be what you first liked, but then you fall in love with it. But content creation shouldn't be something like a job where you just pick it out of necessity.
Exactly.
It should be an extension of you. That's why it's content creation.
Exactly. That's what you're just showing what is your content.
Exactly.
What
That's what
have
YouTube.
inside to
That's what
share.
YouTube is. You. It's a you first before tube. It is you, and then you then plug in to things, but it is you first. Like you are the content first before anything else.
Yeah, and in order to have valuable things to share with people, and in order to share things that actually gonna resonate with people, you have to have the work done on you first.
You are the content. Love authenticity. You are the most valuable person. You. Because if you are able to put yourself in that position where you have a lot of value to give, every other thing will gravitate to you. Money doesn't you don't gravitate to money gravitates to you, but it gravitates to your value, it gravitates to what you're becoming. So you have to be the one that is better, and then you create content and it shows that okay, this person is valuable enough for me to follow them. Because people are paying you with their attention, and attention is time, is money.
It's money, exactly.
That's your
the
money.
The views are money, yeah.
That's your money.
Yeah.
So attention is money. So if you are creating something valuable, it could be anything. That I think we also as creators sometimes we lose what value is. So sometimes we think we have to be like those people that talk about, maybe for instance, financial experts. No. Value is anything that you create that can impact at least one person. That is, if someone can find it valuable enough, it means that you're not the only one thinking about that same thing. There are many out there that are thinking the way you are thinking. We're not so unique. Other people are thinking like us, and you will definitely then find your people.
Yeah.
Because some people just come and start teaching, and you'll be like, what is this person teaching? It's not entertaining to you, but it's entertaining to other people. And they just find their people.
Yeah, everyone find their people.
Yeah.
As like everyone resonate with a story.
Exactly.
Because we all went through something, and we all can find our people, resonate with their story.
No matter the race.
Yeah.
No matter the race. That's why I'm saying we're not all that unique as we think, because whatever you've gone through, there's someone out there that has gone through something similar. Like you coming to Ireland and struggling as an international student is something I can resonate with, because that's how I came also.
Exactly. Like leaving your country. Like
exactly.
Yeah, like leaving your family behind.
Leaving your comfort zone a lot and starting over as a young person.
Yeah. Like learning new culture, learning even a new public transportation
everything.
system. We all went through something.
Learning that, oh, your please that you say and someone else's please are not the same. Like when someone asks you how are you, they don't really care how are you. They're just saying it because that's what everyone's, like, yeah, culture shock, a lot of things. So we connect in those ways. So we're not, things don't happen to us uniquely, like, oh, it's just you. No, people have gone through that. And that's why when you go online and create content, thank God for the opportunity of the internet, where you can find people in Zimbabwe, in Paraguay, in different places that can resonate with you in the confine of your room that you just sat down to create this video.
Exactly. Like you are connecting through your stories with those people. Exactly. and you're sharing, you're creating something beautiful. And that's like, we need to create more and consume less, because that's when the feminine energy is working. So it's basically, I always say, like, when the more we create, the better for the world, because it means more feminine energy is present out there. Because the feminine energy is all about creating. But I mean, not only creating by shooting a video, but creating relationships, creating conversations, creating quotes, creating habits, creating impact in people, creating anything, but just create something. And the more you create, the best, because you're then at nighttime you're like, you've done something, you made something.
Yes. Like we're in this world to exert our energy. What that means is we're in this world to give out than we put in. Naturally, we're relational beings, right? Like no man is an island of themselves. No matter how introverted you are or whatnot, you have something to give to this world.
Yes.
So you have something to create in this world that will live, would I say, above you, or live longer than you. You just need to know what that thing is and go after it.
Exactly.
That's it. But we are made into this world to actually create things.
Yeah. The secret, I think, and the difference is, like, what is the message that you want to create? What is the message that you want to leave for people to find? Like, that's when I think the most creators, we're like, struggle like to actually leave a message that can help, and it can be an example for others.
Yeah, that's true.
Not just like create things that actually are not taking any neurons for your brain, and it's not actually adding anything to society.
Yes.
Only creating I would say creating discordia in the society. So it's like creating content, it is a skill, it is something that you have to develop and working on it every day.
That's true.
And just get surrounded by like your loved ones and your people, because I say we are more afraid to share our story because of our family than what people in 5 years time are gonna talk about us.
Yes, I think we are so scared of what would people say. We're such a what would people say generation. And like I don't really, I think even this generation is actually trying more than the last generations, because the last generation always had a what would people say if you don't do this. But I think I would give this generation a kudos to, they are more risk takers. They actually take risk more. Like imagine, see us, we left our country. Not thinking anything. We just, you know what? My eyes are fixated. I want a better life and I'm leaving. If you stayed and thought, what would people say about a young girl traveling all the way and doing what? You wouldn't have left your country. But you didn't care. You're like, you know what? This is what I want and I'm going to get it. And at the end of the day, they'll support you. So I think this generation will try. And that should flow into content creation, where you shouldn't really think what will people say when you want to start. As long as you have the conviction that you're doing what you want to do, you're going to even learn in the way whether you want to still do it or not. Why I can say, I'm coming back is because my heart yearns for YouTube. Like for every time I watch somebody's video, my heart keeps telling me, you do know you should be here, right?
Yeah.
You do know if you kept
You're
creating,
drawn to
you
it.
should have grown more, right? I'm drawn to it. That's how you know, okay, if something calls out to you or not sometimes. Yeah, that's it.
Because you need to share your message. You need to share your voice. Carefully, Mila. You need to share your voice, girl. And that's what the universe is telling you. And so go and do something.
Yeah.
I can't wait to watch your videos.
Thank you.
So thank you. I really, really appreciate that you're sharing all your experience, because it is hard to know. It is hard to start putting yourself out there, recording, editing.
Yes, like
It
that's the
is
fear,
hard.
putting yourself out there. My God, that is the fear.
It is hard, but you know, it makes it so much easier, or at least so much, it gives some relief when you listen to someone who went through the same, tell you, like, you'll be fine, girl.
Oh, you'll be fine.
You'll be fine. You get to the point that you're not gonna mind your
Own
loud
voice.
voice. Your loud voice is not gonna bother you.
Yeah.
Just ask them, can you mute the phone when I'm around?
Yeah.
And you'll survive. You
Yeah.
will survive.
You will.
And earlier or later, the algorithm is gonna
It's gonna pick it up.
It's gonna pick it up.
Say you're doing your nails and talking. I promise you, a year from now, you would find so many people resonating with you that you would be in business meetings where you're sitting down with thought leaders, and you would be part of those people speaking to an audience just because one day you woke up and said, what if I shared content through my work?
Genuinely, I really appreciate your beautiful words, because it's like you do need a friend to tell you, like, we're seeing you, we're supporting you, because it's like it's your close friend who's gonna support you, who's gonna watch your first few videos, are the ones who's gonna share or gonna like your post. And just remember and thanks those people and be grateful for it, because those are your best assets.
Yes, that's
Your
true.
best assets in the world. The people that are around you and
Supportive.
surround you, support you, and like keep telling you, like, put yourself out there. Keep sharing your message. Keep sharing your message. It's gonna impact someone's life, and it's gonna make a difference. So for the Vanessa out there who is 9 years old and who always dreamed to be in TV, who always dreamed to have her own business, I'm doing all this for her.
Yes.
And she's watching me in another version now, and she needs to hear that everything will be fine.
Yes.
We're nailed it.
Yeah.
We're gonna do this, girl, and yeah.
Yeah. That's it. You're gonna do, and not even only to your past self, to your future self. You are telling your future self that you worked hard enough to become that. Because one of the things that would hurt you the most is seeing all you can be and not be it. To see everything that you could have become and not become it. So it's first, yes, the past self and saying, oh, we're doing it in the present, but also to your future self that we are working our way to the $1 million business,
Exactly.
to everything that we said we are going to be.
Uh-huh.
And when you look back, you'll be like, wow, I did that. And you won't look back in regret saying, I should have been that.
Exactly. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? Like someone don't like your video?
Like, yeah. I mean, like, I don't even like me sometimes. So
That's
okay.
fine. We're all in the same page. I love you, girl. I really love you, and thank you so
You're
much.
so
And I can't wait for our next monthly day.
Yeah, clock it. So how do they do it?
Thank you so much for watching until here. And if you like the episode, don't forget to share it with your friends, so then we all can know what is the real gossip that we're talking about at the nail appointment. But remember, what we say at the nail table stays at the nail table. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next one.